But I can guarantee you something. You may die on the road. You may never get to Lagos. Before you ever say, oh, you get to Umaya, you get to Onitsha, get to Asaba, Bini, Ore. Before you get to Lagos, I've got every day you're hustling. Are you not hustling? You're hustling, oh, but that particular vehicle cannot make you a millionaire. You will not take you to your destination. That is a wrong vehicle. So people choose wrong vehicles and they complain. Why is things not working for me? Why would things not work for you? Because the vehicle you are choosing does not have leverage. They're not leverage. You are not leveraging on anything. So you are the only one that will wake up in the morning. You are the one that will push yourself. If you don't push yourself, you don't make money. If you don't make effort, you don't make money. That is the very wrong vehicle. So all financial vehicles have a relationship with you. Anything that you choose that gives you money have a relationship with you, which is called transactional relationship. What that is called transactional relationship. In every transactional relationship, let me tell you what happened to you. You can survive, they not survive. You can earn a living, they not earn a living. There's not a problem at all, but you are not here to just survive. You are not just here to pay bills. In fact, you are surviving right now. That means three things must happen to your life. That means there's a food on your table, there's a roof over your head, and there's a cloth on your back. You are surviving. But that is not why you are here. You are here because you came to this world to make impact, to live a life of legacy, to live significant impact, to live a transformation life, whereby you're going to transform other people's impact and live a long-lasting, of course, impact on the earth. So one of the best ways to do this is to connect with people that are moving in your direction of interest in life. We call those people mastermind mentors. What does it called? Mastermind mentors. All the mastermind mentors, whenever you go say, please mentor me or please guide me, because a mentor is supposed to guide you, not supposed to detect or manipulate you. The person must have some level of experience, systems and structures, and should be able to teach you some level of millionaire skills. They're not millionaire skills. All these millionaire skills are learnable skills. Number one is problem solving skill. What does it called? Problem solving skills. Every entrepreneur is solving problems. The shoe you are wearing today was produced by entrepreneur. The chair today is produced by entrepreneur. And all these things you see, you can touch, car and phone. And there were once an idea in the minds of the entrepreneur. But for you to make money, you must be able to provide solutions. You must be able to provide problems to solutions. You must solve some problems. That is solving problems. Elon Musk, Dangote is solving cement problem. Facebook, of course, Mark Zuckerberg is solving a social media problem, connecting problem. Elon Musk is solving problem. So which problem are you solving? You must solve something. You must do something. So looking at it, everything rises and falls on leadership. That's why you have to learn the skill. It's called leadership skill. What does it called? Leadership skill. It's a learnable skill. Number 3 is called people management skills. Number 4, emotional intelligence skill. Number 5, self-awareness skills. These are the skills you need to go and build people. It's a skill to build a team. It's a skill to build an organization like MTN, Glow, Etisalat, Montu Suite, What Beach Hotel. It's a skill to build a community. Whether it's a Christian community, a business community, an investment community, you need to build something. You need to build a business family. A family you came out from. The one you build is more important than the one you came out from. So this relationship is called a significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. What does it called? Transformational relationship. Transformational relationship. So it's a relationship whereby your life get better, we connect to someone else, and definitely you connect to other people to improve the lives of people. So you need 2 relationships in life: the ones you need and the one that needs you. So this is the way to build, one of the solid way to build fortune. Tenor fortune is one of the best way to build residual income. Tenor residual income. So you can see that all these things I just drew right now, there are 2 factors here. Tenor 2. There's a factor happening outside of you. Sincerely, cannot control them. There are the sun, the moon, the weather, the naira, the dollar, the president, the fuel, the diesel, your governor, your local government chairman, your auntie, your uncle, your pastor. These factors are happening outside of you. You cannot control. It's called contributing factors. What that is called? Contributing factors. They only contribute to your progress, contribute to your growth, but they can never stop you. They can only delay you or slow you down, but they can never stop you. What stops men from becoming millionaires, for achieving what they want to achieve, or become who they want to become, is happening inside of you. It's called determining factors. What that is called? Determining factors. And there are 2 factors embedded in everybody you see: positive and negative, winner and loser. We encourage us every day, please focus on the winner and the positive. Ignore. Tell your neighbor, ignore. Your neighbor is not talking. That one is begging for the recharge card. Tell your neighbor, ignore. Ignore the loser and the weak and the negative factors inside of you. So the positive factors inside of you and the winner is called faith. Faith is a good factor that will make you succeed Courage to take action is a good factor. Commitment to follow the process, good factor. Vitality, fidelity, dedication. These are the factors that help men succeed. Factors that stop men from succeeding, the negative factors and the loser, of course, is doubt, fear, anger, bitterness, resentment, hatred. These are the factors that stop men from succeeding in life. So you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, you are not talking to you. Tell your neighbor, you are the most important factor. Tell your neighbor, I am the most important factor. So since you are the most important factor, you have been our center of topic for quite some time now. So we have been on this particular topic which says the process of production. Since last week, today should be part 3. That's what we'll continue today. The process of production. The process of production. Today should be part 3 of today's class. So if you need other parts, please you can go to our YouTube channel to watch the remaining part 1, part 2, part 3. So we have the soft topic which says how to grow a big allowance. How to grow a big allowance. How to grow a big allowance for wealth, for abundance, for everything that you want to happen in your life. So today is part 3. So we'll do about 7 of the 8 outlines. We'll look at the outlines together and then do some revision, then continue. For the those of those just joining us for the first time today, because we find out that wealth does not exceed personal development. Your money can never exceed who you are as a person. If you exceed, it's called lucky jump. Just wait for it. Give it less than 10 years, the money will reduce back to who you are as a person. So if you want anything to improve, you have to improve. You want things to grow in your life, you need to grow. And the only way to grow is to feed yourself with quality information, quality relationship. We call it primary investment. So now primary investment. It just means 4 things: knowledge investment, skill investment, business investment, and invest in quality relationships. So we have about outlines today that we need to cover. The first one is called context for the concept. Context for the concept. Okay. And the next one is called the second outline. The God's success system. So God's success system, which is be, do, have. God's success system. You must become the person to do the things you want to do to have the results we need. So the process of production. So everybody know that every seed has a potential that must be subjected to a process, of course, for the thing to produce the kind of harvest you want. The process of production. So if you refuse to submit your seeds, your potentials to a process of time, okay, it will remain as a seed, it will die. Although the seed have what it takes to give you the harvest you want, the harvest time, but you need to subject it. Everybody came to this world with potentials. So we have 4 grounds, the 4 grounds. So you talk about the parable of the sower, and the reason why those grounds were bad was that there was no subjecting to the nature of growth, which did not allow the seed to grow to get the root. So the big allowance, how big is your allowance? How big is your allowance? So we have to discuss this thing. So number 7 outline here is that brown but not baked. Brown but not baked. So you don't have to be brown, you need to be baked, because if you are brown and not baked, it can cause so many challenges. The divine suddenly. So all the suddenly results you see are men who pass through successfully through a process. So we have to do some revision. So we started last week to tell us that God's success system involves. So everybody that wants to succeed must understand these 4 things. That God always follows seasons, which describes, of course, purpose. God will put up some seeds, of course, some seeds, which describes potentials. So potentials. So God follow seed harvest time, which describe process. So all the process, and then 4, God always follows. God, before God give you harvest, God he used to describe produce. So we went out to say that God planted what he wants to produce. God sow what he wants to grow. God invests where he expects increase. So only religious people want a result for doing nothing. Only religious people want to wake up every morning and experience miracle of food. Manna will come from heaven. Definitely, we believe in miracles, but as an entrepreneur, you must be smart beyond miracles. There are natural systems God has put in, the natural laws, because laws guide wealth. So you must follow those laws. Law, seed time, and of course, you must follow it. The law of gravity, the law of process. So you must follow these laws, because purpose precedes power. Until you have a sense of your purpose, of your life purpose, you will not live a life of power and passion. So you have to be purpose driven. become the consciousness of your assignment, your mission, your calling. So our purpose is to discover, not to decide it. Purpose is what you discover as you go. So let us talk about seed. Seed describes potentials. Seed is anything that have the potential to build a system and structure to produce more than itself. So we talk about time is a process that needs for every seed to pass through to get the harvest you desire. We call it fruit bearing trees. So we discussed so much. Let me see how far we can go. So we said that if you were to try to save the caterpillar from turning to butterfly, you end up destroying the transformational process of the butterfly. So every butterfly that must come in as a caterpillar and go out as a butterfly. So don't come out of every trial and test the same way you went in. Always come out and becoming better, the ultimate version of yourself, because every trial and test is a process designed for you to be transformed, to renew your mindset, to improve your skill set, and improve your tool set. So you see, we went to number 2, which says God's success system, which is be, do, have. So we say that your potentials must be submitted to a process in order to get the harvest in the season that you desire. That means every process must grow down before growing up. So every seed must grow down before growing up. Even if it's mango seed, pear seed, the process must grow down before growing up. So what we mean by growing down is that you must grow in secret. You must be ready to grow in secret. You must be ready to grow in silence. You must be ready to grow without recognition. You must be ready to grow without celebrating. Without celebrating, that means to grow down. You must be ready to grow without recognition. You must be ready to grow without recognition. So you must be ready to grow without reward. Without reward. So if you're not ready to grow, you are just going to be wasting your time. So we went out to discuss that God's success secret system is that you must be, do, have. Be, do, and have. So you must become the person that can do that to have the result you want. And that means that you must grow down before growing up. So every seed, in that ground that doesn't allow a seed to grow down, yes, you can build a house. You can turn to football field, but it's not good for seed. If it's a seed that wants to germinate and produce results, it must grow down before growing up. So we have to discuss so many things. Grow without celebrating, without recognition, and without reward. That is mean to grow down. It means that root must, before you eat the fruit, must go down before going up. So we have seen this in so many people that became great in life. Life of Joseph, death of David. They went to a process of refining, because every gold must pass through fire to shine. Every diamond must pass through pressure to shine. Of course, every human being must pass through a process. So God says, when you shall pass through the water, I will be with you. When you pass through a fire, I will be with you. He did not say if. If it would have been a conditional statement. But when means that it must surely. Everybody is passing through something. Tell your neighbor. Everybody is passing through something. Pass through your own You know, some of you think you have problems, you have challenges. It's not. Yeah, your challenge is too big. No. It's because your mindset is small. If your mindset is bigger, then your challenges will be small. So either your mindset is smaller, or you have to make your mindset bigger. So if your problem is bigger than you, that means mindset is small. If your problem is smaller than you, your mindset is big. If I say everybody should bring their problems here and challenges and keep everybody, please go back and let us run. Anyone is carry. Some people be shouting from the back, I beg, leave my wahala alone, leave my problem alone, because we see how people's own are very big. You rather go home with your own. So then that is that all your potentials must be submitted to a process. All your talent, all your ideas, all your knowledge, all your skills, all your emotional intelligence, all your social intelligence, all your spirit, they must be submitted to a process. They must pass through process. So you will get frustrated if you don't submit your seeds or your potentials into a process, because if you don't submit it, you will get stranded. The process makes you a leader, outstanding contributor, a center of influence, and a person of influence. So you have to understand that the process was not meant to kill you or to make you stronger. So you can see people's success, victories, achievements, but you may not see the seasons of growing in secret, in silence, without celebrating, without recognition, and without reward. So anybody that you have seen that achieves outstanding results always went, of course, grow in secret, because Jesus Christ said something. He said, if you want to pray, go to the closest and pray to your Father who sits in the secret. He will reward you openly. So open reward is always an evidence of secret growth. We discussed all those ones, so we also went to talk about them. The number 3 outline, which says, we stopped there, we did not even finish it. The process of production. So you want to produce chairs, car, land, anything you want to produce. You want to have a big allowance to produce more. You must understand the process, because the process of production demands that you give it, you submit all your seeds, all your ideas onto the process of time. Submit all your seeds, all your potentials to the process of time to produce the harvest you want. So we went out to talk about why the time? Why must we submit it? Why? Because God can't call you today, anoint you today, position you, and prosper you today. So time is not about waiting on God. God is waiting for you to become the person in the picture of your prophetic destiny. Become the person in the picture. I have a 5-year-old son. I cannot just carry my Mercedes Benz and give my 5-year-old son. So I'm waiting for him to grow, even though he is a rightful owner. But he must grow. He has to grow. Tell him, grow. If you jump up, you will come down. Anything that jumps up, come down. Anything that grows up, stays up. So God wants you to grow. It's not that God waiting for you to just waste your time. God is waiting for you to become the person in the picture, because you can never feature in a future you did not picture. So you must picture, and before you can feature in that future, and you must be the person that can handle that resources. And I keep telling us, not all the birds are what? Eagles. Not all the cats are what? Lion. Not all human beings are what? Royalty. There are few royal men, few kings in a community, only one king, because many people don't want to do what kings does. Kings study. It's a glory of God to conceal a matter. Honor of a king to do what? Search out matters. King study. King learn. King study is a royal habit. That's why poor men hate study. They hate learning. The scripture says something I love so much. I keep repeating almost every time here. And it says something. It says, he in the Proverbs, the book of Proverbs 18, verse 20. He said, he that walk with the wise will be what? Companion of fools will be what? Destroy. That means you walk with a foolish man, not that you be foolish. If the Bible say foolish or good, he said you are going to destroy yourself by walking with a foolish man. Who is a foolish man? Proverbs 1:22c. He says fools hate knowledge. Fools do what? Hate knowledge. So anyone that hates knowledge is what? A very big fool, very big one. So you must understand that process needed to subject everything into the process, because what is waiting for you to grow. God has finished producing everything he wants for you before the foundation of the world. So God is actually waiting for you to grow, to become the person that can handle the resources, because you must be resourceful to handle resources. If you are not resourceful, you squander, waste, sabotage the resources available to you. And you must be the person that can manage and multiply resources. So what to look, as far as you are a child, the person is not different from a servant, though he is the Lord of all, but he must subject to tutors and governors until the time appointed by the father. So you have to understand that it's the difference between a child and a son. Of course, a child is born, but a son is given, and the government must be upon of his shoulder. So sons take responsibility. So you don't put government on the shoulder of a child. The difference between a child and a son. Sons take responsibility. Tell your neighbor. Sons take responsibilities. Why we are telling that you need God is waiting for you to grow is because immature minds will quickly think that if I become successful, all my troubles will be over. If I have so much money, all my troubles will be over. If I'm a person of influence or a center of influence, all my trouble will be over. No, not lie. Big man, big trouble. In fact, the more you climb, the more the wahala. Because every success, there is no elevator on the journey of success. Every success, you need you to climb, follow the staircase. Then a staircase. Why must you follow the staircase? Because each of the steps you climb demands two things from you. You must increase in competence and character. They're not competent. They're not character. Because competence takes you to the top, character sustain you there. So why is God passing through you through a process? Is because some of us, our competence and character will not allow us to survive the arena of success. Why won't you not survive the arena of success? Because we stopped here last week. We said that the arena of success is full of the arena of success is what? Then I put it like this: the arena of success, the arena of success, the arena of success is what? Is what? This one we put last week. Is what? Is what? With 5 things. Number 1 we put here. This one we stopped last year. Is what with jealousies and envy. This one we say jealousy and envy. So number 2 we talked about haters and critics. Haters and critics. So how can you survive when you dodge it? Distractors and subtractors. Distractors and subtractors. Distractors and subtractors. Subtractors. Okay. Number 4 we talk about fraudsters and scammers. And number 5, liars and thieves. This is where we stopped last week now. Yes or yes? So why is God growing you? Why as an entrepreneur, as an investor? Because I'm not talking to employees here. I'm talking to entrepreneurs and investors who want to become significant, a center of influence, a person of influence, a center of success. You want to become great and powerful in what you do, significantly impact your world and leave the world a better place. The thing that you must understand, that God needs to grow your entrepreneurship muscles. God needs to grow your investment muscles, because on that area you are going to, what men from sustaining that result they have is because of jealousies and envy. He is full with that place. The Hebitite, the Jebusite, the Hittite, all the Hittites, they are there to blood-sucking demons. People that no matter what you do, they want to pull you down. No matter what you do, they are ready to make sure that, like Judas in your life, that like the Achan in your life, nothing you do that you make that they will support. So you must know how to develop akuri. You must know how to develop the muscles to survive these jealousies and envy people. Learn how to ignore them. Some people don't learn. People don't know how to ignore distractors and subtractors. You cannot throw stones at every dog that bark at you. You will not get to your destination. See, the best answer to fools is silence. Never silence. Allow them. Just feel. It doesn't make sense. People's opinion don't pay your bills. Tell neighbor. People's opinion don't pay your bills. So there's so many things you cannot answer. But if God allows you the way you are now to move to that way you want to go, with your mouth, it will distract you. You cannot be going forward looking backward. You fall inside gutter. Yes or yes? So God wants you to be strong. God allows you to pass through the process, because you must be the person that can handle jealousies and envy, haters and critics, distractors and subtractors, fraudsters and scammers, and number 5, liars and thieves. That's where we stopped last week. So we're still on the, we've not gotten to harvest time yet. So we are still on the process. We have few statements to give before we go to the harvest time on our outline. So let's take some notes, because you as an entrepreneur, you have no choice than to succeed. Before we take the note, let me just talk about these few things. Don't write it yet. Biblically, there's think of success as a promised land. Just biblically, just close that. Just think of success as a promised land, because God has to first and foremost take the children of Israel from Egypt to the promised land. That means God was, before God takes you from a pit to the pinnacle, you must pass through a process. Then a process of time. So everybody have a wilderness journey to follow. The wilderness journey was to make them stronger to handle the Hittite, the Jebusite that was occupying the promised land. The wilderness journey was not supposed to, it was supposed to, it's a training ground for them to go and confront what they want. Because what you want is the dens of thieves. That's why I would say, be gentle as dove, of course, be smart as serpent. Because God sending you into this world as a sheep. And sheep is always a meal for the wolves. They're not wolves. It's I'm sending you as a sheep to the world in the midst of wolves. But you must have two things. You must be gentle as a serpent. I mean, gentle as a dove, and be wise as what? Serpent. So I'm going to talk about those things so you understand. The money you're asking God to give you, the 50 million they're asking God to give you, the 50 billion naira they ask God, is coming with 50 billion naira problem, 50 billion naira challenges. So that is why God has to test you with small results. Okay, imagine now, you've not learned the discipline of paying yourself first to own assets, and God gives you money, 50 billion, you squander the money, you squander it. So you must learn the discipline. Now you're having 1,000, 10,000 naira to pay yourself first. Tell anyone, I pay myself first. That money you pay yourself is called errand boy. It's an errand boy. So you must learn to pay yourself and be disciplined to pay yourself, because the paying yourself is not just a practice, it's to help you become mastery. It's not mastery. Mastery of paying yourself to own assets, assets before the real money comes in. So think of a success as a promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey, flowing with good things, flowing with possibilities, full of houses that you did not build, wells that you did not dig. Think of your success you want to attain. Vines that you did not plant. A promised land was occupied by Canaanites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Hittites, and those people are full of jealousy, envy, haters, critics, distractors, subtractors, fraudsters, scammers, liars, and thieves. So promised land is the end of a season and the beginning of a struggle. So you are not just finishing wilderness and you say, thank God, I'm done with wilderness. The wilderness is to develop you to fight the war in the promised land. Yes or yes? So you are not just seeing success is easy, but the problem is that sustaining it is difficult. Over the weekend, we saw our brother, what's his name again? The boxer, the Nigerian guy, what is his name again? They come out the guy job for here. I'll just see the guy job don't shift. Because the next guy that took over the title, one kill and for ring. The guy just fall down. It's not that I'm a champion. No, sustaining the championship, not the problem. Yes or yes. So that means you must be the person that will not just succeed once. You succeed in season and out of season. Say, I'm a success. That one is still begging for the cash card. Tell them I'm a millionaire. So there's a kind of knowledge, there's a kind of information, there's a kind of person you need to become. That when you are around that stage, nothing will shake you. No matter what you are doing, nothing is shaking you. So until you become that person, until you're ready to, before Joseph could handle 7 years of plenty, 7 years of lack, the guy must test. The guy must take plenty and lack. He was a big boy in his father's house. Now he went to a pit and he was in lack. They took him to Potiphar's house. The guy struggled, become the most trusted servant. Went to the top again, become the most loyal and trusted servant in the house of Potiphar. Now he's tasted plenty again. Turn up plenty. Before he said Jack Robinson, boom, back to the prison. Now to lack again. So you must be able that can survive in season and out of season. So that whatever condition they don't happen, you will stand the test of time. He must be able that taste hunger. Turn on hunger. Hunger must wire him with the inside pit and prison. They must be able to taste abundance in his father's house, in Potiphar's house as a most trusted servant. So that when the 7 years come, he will know how to enjoy abundance and also learn how to survive the lack. Let me something you need to understand. He learned the lessons and he put into practice. And I want everyone listening to me to put this lesson into practice to survive. Because he told them that for the children of for Egypt to survive the famine, they must save 1/5 of all their earnings for 7 years. Then 1/5. In case you don't understand, every 5, 1. That means every 10 is 2. That means 20%. Then 20%. That means in every 1,000 naira, you must save 200 naira. 200 in every 10,000 naira, you must save 2,000 naira. In every 100,000, you must save 20,000. If you do this for 7 years, okay, the next 7 years of life, even if they sell for 10,000 naira, you will still buy it. Imagine I'm telling you something I know. You think what is happening right now is affecting everybody. It's not affecting everybody. There are some people that will never solve. Even the spell is 10,000 naira per liter. It's not their problem. They will overcome the system that because they have so many assets that pays the money. What is asset? Anything that appreciates in value and gives you money independently of your effort. Why are people struggling is because they never bought assets. Why you see a man still struggle at 40, 50, 60 years, he's still pursuing money is because nobody sat him down and tell him at his 20 and 30 years, please pay yourself 20% of all your earnings. So the guy has been busy eating all his earnings at 20 years and 30 years. He has been chopping his errand boy. Whether he's going to use that money to save in a bank, use it to buy treasury bills, bond, mutual fund, buy land, it's about cash flow. It's not cash flow. Anybody that chop his errand boy has signed a covenant with property to become errand boy for life. Tell your neighbor, if you chop your errand boy, you become errand boy for life. People are still worrying for money because you never learn the lesson. You never practice it. You are too busy dodging process. You know, process. Dodging process does not make the journey faster. Whether you plan for the next 6 months or not, 6 months will still come and go. Yes or yes? See, better you plan for 6 months and, of course, invest in yourself and practice the things that will give you a better future. Either you suffer now and enjoy tomorrow, or you enjoy today and suffer tomorrow. The choice is yours. Tell me what the choice is yours. So we also went to talk about, okay, let's start up. Write this one on your note as we move forward. Write this one. The promised land. The promised land. The promised land is the end of a season of wilderness and the beginning of struggle. The promised land is the end of a season of wilderness. The promised land is the end of a season of wilderness and the beginning of a struggle with the Hittites. Beginning of a struggle with the Hittites, Jebusites, Perizzites, all the side, etc. The promised land is the end of a season of the wilderness and the beginning of a struggle. So you that wants God to take you to abundance, before you get to abundance, God wants to pass you through a process of test. Because promotions and for you to graduate only comes through tests and exams. Yes or yes? You don't promote somebody who have not passed exams now. Yes or yes now? Didn't you go to primary school and secondary school? Somebody that not passed it, would they promote him? He will do what? Repeat. I went to the university. Oh, Papa, no university, you must have carryover. They no carryover. Any course you don't pass is what? Carryover. And you will not graduate. You can never graduate until you finish all your carryover. If you don't like carryover, the school don't tire for your matter. They will say, let my people go. They will give you that you just attended university that you never passed. So some people have carryover in second year, they get to final year and still that carryover. Imagine that rubbish. School, everybody that graduates must finish all, even if you get an E. Let them just push your bum, make you just enter. Just go, but you must pass. So you don't expect promotion without a test. Don't expect result without a process. Why you are just being naive. You just want to find something to blame. It's not my fault, it's my father's fault that made me broke. Okay, you are born in a poor family is the more reason why you should be a millionaire. It's the more reason you should challenge yourself. That things are not working for you. You should be angry by now. Why is things there's something you don't know? That's why you're struggling. Find a way and know that thing, struggle don't end. See, wealth are governed by law. Write it down. Laws governs wealth. Put it like that. Laws governs wealth. Laws. LAWS. Laws governs wealth. Laws govern wealth. So you don't expect that miracles to happen to your life. So laws governs wealth. I said the promised land is the end of a season of wilderness and the beginning of struggle. Another fight. Full stop. Write this one down. The wilderness makes you unbreakable. The wilderness makes you what? Unbreakable. The wilderness makes you what? Unbreakable. The wilderness makes you unbreakable, unstoppable. The wilderness makes you unbreakable and unstoppable. Let's keep it like that. The wilderness makes you unbreakable and unstoppable. There's some money that God will never allow you to ever come to you. It will kill you. It will be your demise. It will kill you immediately. There are some powers that God can never lead the test. It will kill you. So you know why? Because for me to come to a point of my life to decide not to give to people who doesn't want to learn, it took me a lot. Because when you're from a very poor background, when you see some poor people, you say like, hey, yeah, let me help these people. I don't know what tomorrow will be. I know tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tell on about. I know tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So all my life, I used to think that by helping some poor people that eventually they'll become rich and wealthy. No matter how much I put in a basket, it will never full. So that people will never have. Before if somebody qualified them, before I came to this conclusion that you should not give a poor man physical thing, money, items more than 2 times. It took me ages for me to be strong my mind. Because I came to conclude that if you give a poor man something more than 2 times, you just create for yourself an enemy. It happens over and over and over and over again. Before I can now learn, I repeat the class if I pass the class. So I came to understand that if you give a poor man money the first time, it creates appreciation. Then appreciation. Given the second time, it creates anticipation. What did I say? Given the third time, it creates expectation. What did I say? Given the fourth time, it creates entitlement mentality. What did I say? Given the 5th time, it creates dependency syndrome. What did I say? The day you start giving to that poor man, you create for yourself hatred and what? Resentment. So I told myself, I don't want anybody to hate me again. So if I give you 2 times, the next thing I want to give to you is give you a book that will change your mindset. Because poverty starts in the mind, settles where? In the pocket. Wealth starts in the mind, settles where? In the pocket. Knowledge is the only asset that changes your mind before where? Your pocket. So if I give you something 1, 2 times highest, I'll give you something that will change your mind. If you refuse to take it, that ends the news in brief. In fact, we cannot even continue the journey until you change that your mind. So I understand the qualified men in my circle. Say no, neighbor. Qualified men in your circle. Most of the things you are passing through today, you are not supposed to pass through it because you refuse to qualify men in your circles. So it took me time to become that person that can say no. I will not. I don't used to pay myself. I never saw my parents save money for treasury bills. I never saw my father save money to buy income generating assets. I always saw my mother collect salary and spend, collect salary and spend, work, collect salary. My mother was a class teacher. She's retired now for 5 years, without no retirement benefits. For 5 years now in a private state. So I used to see my mother suffering to take care of us. So I copy the same thing because you copy what you easily see because we are first visual being before intellectual being. Yes or yes? Write this down on your note. People occupy the promised land. People occupying the promised land. People occupying the promised land the promised land of your success. People occupying the promised land of your success are described as barbaric. People occupying the promised land of your success is described as barbaric, devil worshippers, cannibals, who born and sacrifice their children to monarch. So you can imagine who you are going to face in the level of success. People occupying the promised land of your success, like the Hittite, the Jebusite, are described as barbaric, devil worshippers, cannibals, people that born and sacrifice their children to monarch. So you can more like Molech. That's what the gods, the Hittite, the Jebusite were worshiping. So that success you want, that millions you want, people that have it, those guys are not smiling at all. So God is telling you to be smart. Stay not smart. So if you write this on your notes very well, please write it. Sorry, you missed the first one. Okay, let me come again. People occupying the promised land of your success. People occupying the promised land of your success. That is the Jebusite, the Habesite, people occupying the province of success, are described as barbaric. Let me spell barbaric for you. Barbaric, B-A-R, barbaric. Barbaric, okay. People that are barbaric, devils worshippers, cannibals. Let me spell cannibals for you. Cannibals. Cannibals, the people that come out, people that born and sacrifice children to Melech. Is it Melech? Yeah, Molech, sorry. Molech. So Molech. So people occupying the where you want to go, that are barbaric, that devils worshippers, cannibals, born their people that born their children and sacrifice their children to money. So they don't get mind. Their mind they back, their mind don't finish. It is the people that rule this country, they carry it for mind. They not send you. Then even with the one self 2,000 naira give you, you not concern them. Even though dollars is going for 1,005, 1,006, you not bother them. They not send you. So this war was not supposed to be easy. This life was not supposed. You were meant to be stronger. Say stronger. Life was not to be easy. Life was for you to be stronger. Say I'm strong. Hard times create strong men. What did I say? Hard times create strong men. You must be strong spiritually, financially, emotionally. Say I'm strong. Good that times entrepreneurs rise in difficult moments. Yes or yes? Hard times create strong men. What did I say? Strong men create good times. What did I say? Good times create weak men. What did I say? Weak men create hard times. What did I say? Don't be weak. Things will be hard for you. Tell your neighbor. Don't be weak. Things will be hard for you. So you have to be weak. So write this on down. Think of success as entering a dimension. Think of success as entering a dimension that need you to be more skillful. Think of success as entering a dimension. Think of success as entering a dimension that need you to be more skillful, more calculated. Think of success as a dimension. Think of success as entering a dimension. Think of success as entering a dimension that need you to be more skillful, more calculated, more spiritually aggressive. Think of success as entering a dimension that need you to be more skillful, more calculated, more spiritually aggressive, more competent, etc. Because success will place a demand on you. Think of success as entering a dimension that need you to be more skillful, more calculated, more competent, more spiritually aggressive, etc. Because success will place a demand on you. Success will place a demand on you. To whom much is given, much is expected. Think of success as entering a dimension that needed to be more skillful, more calculated, more spiritually aggressive, more competent, etc. Because success will place a demand on you. Full stop. You have written that one down. Shall I? Okay, write this one down. The arena of success is not safe. I'm telling you beforehand now. The arena of success is not safe. Success in marriage, success in business is not safe. You need to be very strong in order to survive it. The arena of success is not safe. You need to be very strong in order to survive it. The arena of success is not safe. You need to be very strong in order to survive it. The arena of success is not safe. You need to be very strong in order to survive it. So God allows you to pass through the wilderness through a process of time so that you can develop strength. That is why don't cry. Things you are passing through is not meant to kill you. It's to make you become the ultimate version of yourself, the best version of yourself. You don't have food in your house. It's to make you think. That is why you don't give a poor man too much free food. Too much free food disable their capacity to think. They are not using their brain. Thinking is the hardest habit. That's why poor people don't do. They complain. They don't think. Imagination is more important than fact. People don't have problem of success and resources. Their problem of imagination. Poverty is lack of imagination. They don't want to think their way through. So don't write this one up. Jesus Christ said, I am sending you as a sheep. Don't write it down, but listen to me. Jesus Christ said, I'm sending you as a sheep in the midst of wolves. That means technically, Jesus Christ is feeding the wolves. Sheep is the feed to the wolves. So for you to be as food to the wolves. But Jesus Christ said, be wise as serpent, harmless as a dove. That means two kinds of intelligence. Now one, earthly wise as serpent, whose domain is earth. Heavenly harmless as dove, whose domain is heavenly. So you need to be spiritual and earthly intelligent in order to survive the arena of success. So write this one down. The wilderness was the process. Write this one down. The wilderness was the process. that made the children of Israel strong in faith. The wilderness was the process that made the children of Israel strong in faith. The wilderness was, underline the word wilderness, underline the word process. The wilderness was a process that made the children of Israel strong in faith and have the resilience. The wilderness was a process that made the children of Israel strong in faith and have the resilience with internal fortitude to continue in the face of adversity. Full stop. The wilderness, understand the word wilderness, was a process, underline the process, that made the children of Israel strong in faith, that is their belief system, so strong in faith and have the resilience with internal fortitude to continue in the face of adversity. Remember something very important. Everybody that complains in wilderness die. All of them. So in this chariot we are passing through, you will complain, you go down. You don't need to complain, no. You must be strong. The wilderness was a process that made the children of Israel strong where? In faith. I call it belief system. Belief, poverty is mindset. Belief system. That made them strong in faith and have resilience with internal fortitude to continue in the face of adversity. Full stop. Life was not meant to be easy. You are meant to be strong. Stop complaining. Everybody that complaining wilderness die. Go and look at, today is not the day. I'm not even a pastor. Your church is enough. Go and, your pastor will teach you that one. And my job is not teaching. My job is to pick the lessons and give it to you. The wilderness was a process that made the children of Israel strong in faith and have resilience with internal fortitude. With internal fortitude to continue in the face of what? Adversity. You see it, Tinubu? Where rice is over 80 to 90,000 naira, you must be strong. You see that rice? All of us must shop on this December. Yes or yes? You are going nowhere. We must eat that rice. You see this well? Why is only 1,000 for 1,000? We must buy them. Yes or yes? Yes. As the other day, I bought 20,000 naira. My fuel gauge no move. As they put 20,000 naira fuel for me, I say, okay, what's happened? As I start my car, the fuel gauge look at me. I say, you don't be. Off I'm going to make more money. So no more money. So, you know, the thing is this. What you are passing through is to make you strong. So you can survive the next government. See, if you don't get sense now for this new government, you don't ever get sense for this life. If this what you are passing through never correct some nuts for your brain, that means that you don't ready to die with poverty for life. That will never be your portion. Say amen. Amen. Write this down. If it is your wilderness that makes you unbreakable, it is your wilderness that will make you unbreakable and unstoppable. It is what you are passing through that will make you stronger, unbreakable and unstoppable. So don't stop complaining. Don't complain. Everybody is having problem already, so don't complain. It is your wilderness that will make you unbreakable and unstoppable. So learn the lessons, improve yourself, stop complaining. It's the wilderness that will make you unbreakable and unstoppable. Full stop. Let me tell the gospel truth. What you are passing through is to make you strong. Stop looking at the negative part. Say, I am strong. I am strong. That one is still begging for the church card. Say, I am strong. Yes, be strong. And you know, I want to end to today's class. I'll try to end somewhere because I know the class is long. I want to take my time to pass through this process of production so that by the time you start going through process of production, you don't even complain again. Because complaining is shut down your brain. That's why you ask question, how can I survive? How can I grow? How can I become better? Write this on your note. You need to go through a wilderness or process. Otherwise, you may not survive the area of success. You need to go through the wilderness or a process. You need to go through the wilderness or a process. Otherwise, you may not survive the arena of success. You may never survive. You may not. It will kill you. It will kill you. You will never survive it. When that success God is bringing come to your hand, you will not survive them. You will not go survive them. So that's why you have to pass through what you're passing through. So learn the lesson. Stop complaining. You need to go through the wilderness or process. Otherwise, you may not survive the arena of success. Go through it. What you need to do now is to study. Invest in yourself. Now you cannot move around anyhow. Invest, study, save, attain knowledge, gather information, not to sit down and be going from one house to another, complaining and gossiping like what poor people do. Poor people, they don't have direction. They are moving everywhere, gossiping everywhere. That's why you can see them everywhere on the street. Perambulating. See, speed is useless without direction. Tell neighbor, speed is useless without direction. Direction is useless without destination. So I said that you need to go through a wilderness or a process. Otherwise, you may not survive the arena of success. So listen to me. Don't write this one down. Anyone in the arena of success, center of influence, seizing cities, taking territory, defeating giants, claiming promised land, possessing promises, etc., must have gone through the wilderness, dry ground, season of abandonment, rejection, sabotage, etc. Write this down on your notes. Wondering if God knew their name in those difficult times. It happened to a lot of you. You are wondering if God actually know your name in what you are passing through. God knows your name. He's actually want to be stronger. Say, I'm stronger. So we are wondering whether God still remember your name. God still remember your name. Okay, let me finally give some few statements because tomorrow we have not yet started though. So I have 6 minutes more, but let me go and do 1 or 2 things that will actually end this class very, very well. Okay. Okay, perfect. So let me do this. I want to do this so that tomorrow's class I can start very well. Tell us, start very well. Start very well. So let me end this class this way so that it will make my job easy. I will do it like this. So you have to do it like this. You have to consider this as consider fast food and gym. Fast food and gym. Fast food and gym. Okay, it's just one. Anyway, it doesn't have to. So we just write it. Right here. You get a lot of pleasure. You get a lot of pleasure. You get a lot of pleasure. You get a lot of pleasure from fast food. From fast food. But you won't like who you are becoming. But you won't like who you are becoming. You won't like who you are becoming. So in gym, you get a lot of pains. You get a lot of pains. But you love who you are becoming. You get a lot of pleasure from fast food. But you won't like who you are becoming. Every day, eat. Before you know, your own no go just be like my own. No. My own is hula. Tell no hula. Your own is that you go excess. You know, you get a lot of. You are looking for pleasure in life. I want pleasure. Okay? You won't like who you are becoming. You get a lot of pains, but you will love, not just like you will love who you are becoming in the gym. Yes or yes? Yeah. You will love it. You get somebody into shape, but the problem that all of you want pleasure. You don't want the process. You want pleasure. You don't want who that is. You are not ready for success. Everybody that must succeed must pass tests and exams. All of you that got promotion, you want promotion, the life will test you. Why is God passing the praise to test you? Tell not test. Every day God is testing you in your food, with your money, everything, and you don't want to learn. Every money you got, you chop everything. You've not learned anything. Poverty is this money. Up till now, you don't have one asset. Not only you they work from January to December. I say you get a lot of pleasure from fast food, but you won't like who you are becoming. You get a lot of pains from gym, but you will love who you are becoming. Write it there. Complete the statement for me. Don't mind me. You will love who you are becoming. Okay, let me complete. You will get a lot of pains in gym. But you will love who you are becoming. Okay. In life is not about what you get. Who did you become? Do you become the person that is rapturable? It's not about what you get. Car, house, is good. It will follow. It will follow. When you become, those things follow. In business, it's not about the money you get to. Who did you become in business is more important. But once you become the CEO, money will follow. Money follows value. Money is a slave of value. Money doesn't follow. You are pursuing money. You want to get things. Car, house. You don't go get them. You go run. Success is something you attract. Attract. Becoming is more important. Once you become the person, forget about everything will attracted to you. But once you don't become, if you chase, catch one. Before you get sense, you don't work out. So people don't want to become. They don't like process. They don't like wilderness journey. They don't like it. Life is about who you become. If I go to a job, it's not about the money. It's about who will I become. It's life. Some people become thieves in the process of making money. Some become armed robbers of making money. Some become kidnapper, prostitute, the of making money. So who are you becoming? You want to become a great man? Who are you becoming? Do you want to become somebody that can stand the test of time as an entrepreneur? But we are talking to entrepreneurs and investors. We want to help you make money work for you. But you must need to go through the process. Not process. Some people don't like process, but they want results. They don't like the process of discipline, but they like the result of discipline. They don't like the process of prayer and fasting, but they like the result of prayer and fasting. They don't like process. Even if they give you that result, you cannot sustain it. So sustain results, you must be part of the process. To to make a significant change in your life, you must be part of the authority or become the authority. Say, I am the authority. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. We have a lot to learn because I want to talk about how you can become. I'm not yet done. We see the process, so we'll take a little bit of time tomorrow again. Do people go to harvest? Because without the process, you cannot have harvest. Forget harvest. Forget harvest. The seed must pass through the process of growing down, growing in secret, growing in silence, growing without celebrating, growing without recognition, growing without reward. And then the seed cannot just move from pit to pinnacle without the process. Then a process. You cannot be in a hurry to have a baby and give 9 women belly. You know if you work. You cannot be in a hurry. You cannot be in a hurry to make money without not studying to become the best version of yourself. That's the best we can take to the online communities. The process of production demands you to grow a big allowance, which we will soon discuss about that, and to be the right ground, because human beings are grounds whereby any seed, any idea, any concept that comes into your hand multiplies and germinates and multiply, because you can manage it based on who you have become. So who you become is more important than what you do and what you have. That's the best we can take today. Online community, please don't get involved in a business without a mentor. It's a professional advice, because mentorship is the shortest cut to success. He that stands at the shade of mentors will see far. See you at the top. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Have a wonderful week ahead, and money will meet money in your hand. See you at the top. Bye bye for now. So for the rest of us here today, I want to really appreciate you for your time to create 1 hour. The class is 8 to 9. I wish have 3 hours, 4 hours to talk about this and finish the whole thing. But because we cannot just exceed 1 hour,